All right, here we go. There we go. There's the intensity we want out of Robert Vanthoff here, making his way to the K4 cage.
Find out Buffalo United Mixed Martial Arts, which is in this actual building right here. Another local gym.
How do you not be more comfortable showing up here then?
Huge home field advantage, but you have to think, his head coach Keith is running the show. He's not in his corner right now. Will that play a factor into this later on?
Hey, K-Man, you train with a lot of people in Western New York. Did you ever train with Robert?
I love this guy, man. He's a really good kid, works really hard. There's one of the Booma head coaches, Joe Hacken right there, brown belt in jiu-jitsu, travels all over, competes multiple different states, teaches seminars in a lot of different states. He's about ready to test for his crew in Muay Thai. Really solid guy. He just was in my gym the other day doing a seminar.
Booma's first guy on the card here as well.
Also our first MMA fight. So we should be in for a treat.
Oh yeah, this is MMA.
And folks, these mixed martial arts bouts tonight scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. This one in particular in a 145-pound division.
Look for very solid fundamentals in Muay Thai, like all Keith France guys. Going to be solid in Jiu-Jitsu as well.
How about wrestling? Got to be solid too, coming from the Booma, right?
We'll see. His wrestling, I need a little bit of work when I was training with him, but that was a while ago. He's been another one of those guys who's been in the gym for a long time. And as you can tell, they got shin pads on, so we'll be doing the novice rules, which means no ground and pound on top.
No ground and pound to the head or at all?
No ground and pound to the head on the floor.
He looks in pretty good shape, man.
He does look in good shape. He looks solid.
Uh-oh.
I've never seen him make 44. He's coming out to the Hulk Hogan song. Both these guys walk down with American flags. It's good to see. Zach Boyle, Livingston MMA.
You think he can rip his shirt open?
I don't think he's wearing a shirt, Ray. Oh, he is wearing a shirt. Maybe he will. That'd be great if he does.
I could see you doing that.
I would definitely do that. If I came down Hulk Hogan's song, you gotta rip the shirt off. If I interview him, I'm gonna talk to him about that for sure.
So now, if you are Zachary Boyle, you walk out here, the Hulkamaniacs are not screaming, they are not raising hell, they are not drinking their milk or taking their vitamins. How does that make you feel if you're this athlete here?
I'm not sure that they know this Hulk Hogan song. He's an older gentleman these days, so we'll see.
How do you not know Hulk Hogan?
Everybody knows The Rock nowadays.
Hulk Hogan's recently been in trouble for a lot of
well, that's what I'm
racist
saying, like,
comments, so he might not
if you
be
don't
that
know him
popular.
from pro wrestling, like, you should at least know him from trying to get him canceled.
Yes, for sure. I didn't think it was legal to put water on your fighter before you come out.
I was going to ask you
You know
that,
what?
man.
There was controversy last week out in Schenectady. I'm not going to say the name of the promotion, not going to say the name of the fighters, but there was a fighter who has been accused of greasing with Bengay heading into a title fight, nonetheless. Water, I believe, is fine. Cool the guy down. They just have to be wiped off after they pour water.
He's dripping water out of his head. I don't know.
He just took a shower.
Yeah, they just poured it on him over there in the corner. So something you can do to wake your fighter up, I guess.
Just put a Whopper in front of my face. I'm good.
Yeah. All we did was take your Whopper away and you went out and killed that poor man. He's really into this fight. I feel sorry for him that the crowd's not giving him any love.
Well, it's because he's fighting against a guy who trains here in this building.
At 145 pounds, it is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, in the blue corner, hailing from Buffalo, New York, representing Buffalo United Martial Arts. Standing at 5'9", weighing in at 143.8 pounds, is Robert Vanthoff.
We'll pop for Rob.
And his opponent, brother, has been saying his prayers and eating vitamins. He stands at 5'9", weighing in at
Patrick, not a joke for this.
144.6 pounds. He represents Livingston MMA Academy, hailing from Rochester, New York. He is Zach Boyle.
This is our first MMA fight tonight.
And there's slight rule differences from what you see on TV if you watch the UFC. Right now, they're not going to be allowed to knee to the head or any elbows at all. And when they're on the ground, they cannot punch to the head.
Touch gloves start the fight here.
This is one of my favorite weight classes. They're heavy enough to do damage and light enough to be fast. Featherweight's where I spent a good portion of my career. I love this weight class.
Vanthoff taking his time here.
Really feeling out process going on right now. Not a lot of action. As you can tell, it's a lot different than our Muay Thai fights. There we
Boyle
go.
in
Now
the
it's
black
starting.
trunks, Vanthoff in the blue.
Rob's starting to walk into the cage, get his back against the cage, maybe he's looking for a takedown.
His face already red.
Chest is red too.
Light kick off in there from Boyle.
Boyle's doing a good job scoring. Little slightly more volume.
They're still at the point where they're trying to see exactly what openings they can find and what they can make happen here.
It looks like Rob's starting to look for a takedown right now. You can see his eyes gazing down towards the hips. Either that or he's trying to walk him off and then go high. But that and tuning him back into the wall makes me think that he's looking to get this fight on the ground.
Nice leg kick.
I'm not a big fan of the turnaround when you throw the kick.
Why's that kick?
I like to stay facing the opponent.
Oh yeah, in case somebody can come.
Yeah.
Now, if you are Boyle here, Ray, what can you do? Like, what openings are you seeing for Boyle here?
Well,
Ooh, that was a nice shot.
He's moving around good. If I was him, I'd throw some jabs and probably finish off with leg kicks.
As soon as you said jab, he started faking the jab, Ray. You're the magic man, like always.
And that kick that was thrown, or it was a body shot to Boyle there, you can tell definitely still on his mind as he has that guard really low covering that body.
Yes, he does.
Vanthoff put one right over the top of his glove. It almost grazed his cheek. Oh, here we go. Oh, first exchange of grappling. Vanthoff's got the overhook, and he just pushed off. Not much going on in this round. We're really starting to feel each other out. 10 seconds left. Who's going to steal this round? Anyone can.
I think Rob coming, putting pressure.
Well, it comes down to the effective striking grappling, which, I mean, how do you determine who is more effective here in this?
Yeah.
From their aggression, which kind of matched, so I feel like it would come down to cage control, which would have to go to Rob Vanthoff.
Yeah, you could see this one going either way. Like, you're not ever comfortable in the corner telling your guy, oh, I think you got this one, or you don't have this one. Now it's up for grabs. Not much happened in this round.
Well, you go back to the legendary coach, guys like Glover Teixeira, Chuck Liddell, John Hankelman there. He does not use any negative terminology in the corners. He does not tell you you're up this amount of rounds. Or the best hit that he'll put it is you need to finish this guy.
Well, Kamen would tell me, you ain't gonna get this whopper if you don't win.
I'm always deadly honest with my fighters in the corner. It's their choice if you want to chase it or not.
We just saw more water get poured onto the hair here of Zach Boyle. You guys were talking about the wetness in the body on the hair on the way out, so it seems like they might just be trying to keep the fighter cool here.
Yeah, definitely, and it's in a big advantage. If you can stay cool, you overheat less, your heart rate stays down more, you have a little bit more energy. Nothing wrong with that as long as it's within the rules. He's not like draped in water either. He's not really slippery, so.
No, I mean,
It is
water
what it is.
no more slippery on
Yeah.
the body than sweat.
Nope. Here we go. Hopefully it picks up this round. The feeling out process is done. Now these guys can
I agree.
initiate the game plan. You go back to your coaches, tell you what to do with both these guys' first fight. So now we'll see a pickup in the action. Sometimes you're a little bit nervous. You get lost in the lights.
Nice leg kick.
Boyle's really landing a lot of these leg kicks.
Well, he should throw some jabs and then throw a leg kick,
Yeah.
I believe. I don't like how he put his hands down to block the leg kick, too.
Yeah, and Robert has been going really high. Ooh, he just ate a big hook. He's a little wobble.
Boyle, though, needs to not stand there and take pictures and showboat. He needs to follow that up.
Rob's still a little hurt. Look at him. Still not moving the same.
It's kind of interesting that Boyle did not catch on to that.
No. These first fight guys, and he's still just looking for the overhand right. There goes the uppercut. That was a good shot selection.
Maybe he got the first fight jitters.
He might. Oh, good catch again. And Robert Vanthoff was so good at escaping that single leg takedown.
Oh! That was beautiful.
Stunner
He's got
right back
it
to
on
him.
skates, too.
Rob's going after it now. He felt it.
He smells blood in the water. Let's see. He's got plenty of time to follow this up here.
Another nice shot.
See if he lets this opportunity pass him by. He's got Boyle up against the fence here. A minute and a half left in round number
When
2.
Zach goes back and watches this fight, he's going to be so upset with himself that he did not take advantage of that damage when he hit him with the left hook.
But we also saw the same for Vanthoff there. Vanthoff, had the head kick, had him hurt, did not follow up.
He tried to. Oh, nice good shot again. They both felt each other's power. Let's see how it changes this fight. 1 minute to go.
You go one of two ways when both guys respect the other's power. We either get a docile fight here, or we get slugfests, and it looks like we might be heading that way.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, it's over. It's got to be over.
Oh, man, that Zach Boyle's tough. He's grabbing on.
I told you those body shots there earlier.
What a stoppage. That's a good stoppage.
I agree.
He's on clear street there. Ben disagrees with us. Look at him. He's like, nah, I don't know about that
I'm
one.
not saying it's a bad stoppage because we're here at Amateurs. If these guys had paychecks on the line, I'd like to see a couple more shots allowed, but great job by the referee there, saving the fighter's brain, saving the safety. I feel like I said, here on the amateur scene, good stoppage. If we're talking about pros, especially title fights, then we might have a different.
Here we go. Here's the replay. There's a right hand. Then that kick's going to come over the top. Boom. Stagger here, hits him again. He's just barely hanging on here. Makes some space, hits the knee. Another
the eyes
uppercut.
rolled back a little bit on that
here
uppercut.
comes another kick. Bang.
Bam.
Eyes roll back again. Another big punch.
All right. Let me,
I got to get down in the cage, but
let me go ahead and now that I've seen the replay, the opinion changes, as all educated people have the right to change their opinion. It does look like he was not intelligently defending himself at that point in time.
Right.
Justified stoppage.
But I agree with you. If it was a pro fight,
Or even an AMI title fight, let him take a couple more shots.
Right.
But when you're not
2
intelligently
minutes
defending
and
yourself, I guess that's where you get.
27 seconds into round number 2. For your winner, out of the Buffalo Pile, blue corner, Robert Vanthoff.
What a fight.
Doc checking on Boyle. He's telling him he's all right. Seems like he just wants to get back, get these gloves off. He seems like he's not so happy with that stoppage. Like I said, I feel like
How do you feel after all those head kicks? Is your shin hurt?
A little bit. My toe feels a little bit, but I'm all good. It's all worth it.
You came out the first round, it was a little bit slow, not a whole lot was going on. You guys exchanged, you felt each other's power, and you're like, man, I like this. How were you feeling there leading up to the finish?
The first round was definitely slow. Definitely took my time. Wanted to conserve some energy, but at least I just looked for the opening and I saw
Go Show. 125 for Rob next fight. He's getting in the tournament, making it happen. Give it up for your winner, Robert Vanthoff!
What a fight. Team picture.